Hi, I'm Rick Laurenzi, and this is me when I was a kid. Healthy, happy, and the perfect weight. Here's me now. What happened? I got fat. Really fat. I don't love being fat. What I do love is my mom, fast food, and fast cars.
Bobby Register, a fine competitor out of the Woodland Park area, and we look for a great run out of him.
Bobby Register says try this one on for size.
You want to check on those battery leads?
Yes, sir.
Can't reach Bobby. Can't get under the car.
I quit you a long time ago. I should have quit you a long time ago. Since you got me messing around with you, baby, got me crying on a killer's roll. I should have followed my first mind. I should have followed.
Hey, can you get to the drive shaft, Rick, and help Bobby out?
Car's too low.
I told you we needed a lift kit.
Hey guys, let's help Rick out. Well, who's giving him a ride home tonight?
Oh, I gotta drive him home.
Well, let's dump him off about 3 miles away and make him walk back in.
Oh. You pry yourself out of here, or I'll pry you out of here with this crowbar.
Oh, man.
How's that?
I can't believe that, Bruce.
Well, you better believe it. I gotta get going.
Oh, geez.
Have a nice stroll.
Can't sleep in a bed. Can't nap laying down. Something called apnea. Fat distorts your body and changes the breathing passageways. I stop breathing every few minutes and wake up. I stop breathing. How'd you like it if somebody woke you up 100 times a night? When you do wake up, your body's not getting oxygen. You wake up in a fog. My buddy Joel Brown, he uses a CPAP machine. I couldn't stand being hooked up to a machine all night.
The heavier he got, it got to be almost 30 seconds. And I counted and I got really scared and I had anxiety because he was not breathing anymore. And so I shook him and he started breathing again. Or sometimes he just kind of slouched, and then when he started breathing again, he was just like he fell off something. It was just amazing how long he could be without breath, and it's very scary for the person that is next to him.
You start the day fuzzy and lethargic from lack of sleep, and then you're sleepy all day from lack of nighttime sleep. And your back is in such pain. All that extra weight turns your spine into a spaghetti noodle.
This curve is probably close to 55 degrees. Normally it's 35 to 45 degrees is about normal. The extra weight would cause the back to bend more. As the disc thins, that gets closer together, but then as you hyperextend, if you increase the curve of the spine, you can actually close down that space as well. So that'll hit the sciatic nerve and give you pain, muscle spasm, leg problems. Getting weight off your discs will improve their health.
What's the shortest route to go to get everything so you move the least? Stairs? Hurts my knees. Clothes shopping? Are you kidding? You can't find anything that fits at the big box retailers. Nothing. You got any coveralls my size?
No.
You got any Carhartts my size?
No.
You got any
No.
You got any?
No.
Well, you got anything that'll fit me?
Socks, Patty.
Hey man, I thought you had clothes for big, rough, tough construction workers and cowboys.
We have clothes for cowboys, not cows.
Now, let's face it, I'm a 180-pound man with a 180-pound pack on my back. Theaters? Forget it. Help! Patio chairs? Are you serious? Walk to town? Why? It's a quarter-mile away. I gotta drive. 20 more pounds and I couldn't clear the steering wheel. I can't tell you how many friends I've lost just by being fat. Women, they just want to be your friend, your distant friend. How did I get this big? I'm just bad at preparing food, but I'm an expert at eating it. From the day I was born, she'd say, eat, eat, eat if you love me, eat my food. Well, I ate it, Mama, for every emotional reason of my life, whether it was comforting, when I was depressed, I ate. When I was happy with friends, I'd really eat.
The family has been the primary model for how a child may learn to eat or make choices.
My dad got adult diabetes at 55 after 14 years of my mama's white sugar, white flour meals. My brother, he's dead at 52. Doctors say I should be dead too. All those lies about your genes, well, screw them. I want to live. Oh yeah, the companies say it's all my fault, all my bad choices. What do they advertise? Junk. What do we buy? Junk. What's readily available? Junk. What is near every checkout counter at retail stores and convenience stores? Junk. 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 The best food possible? It's a huge challenge to find. The worst part about being fat is when people you like, the last few that'll still talk to you, start telling jokes about you.
Did you see Big Rick this weekend?
No, is he still big?
Of course. In fact, the post office gave him his own zip code.
Whoa, what is it?
808 too much.
I just don't know how to get out of this trap. I'm in trouble. I think I need to figure this out. Moses went to the mountaintop when he needed help. I guess that's where I'll go. Let's see. If I head up Pikes Peak, too far. I'd die. Mount Manitou? Still too big. I guess I'll head for that little hill over there. Guru Greg, wow. I need help. I can't sleep. I try to lose weight all the time and I just get fatter. I just don't know what to do.
To live a good life, you must change your path.
Will I ever find a special girl?
There is a lid for every pot. You must lessen your belly to expand your chances. You must choose between a relationship with bad food and a good life. To decrease your great girth, you must read the good book. Just read chapter 1. The answer to your challenges lie there.
And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-yielding seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for food. I'm still confused.
Where are you going today, Faybeck?
Wherever my hike taking me today. But doesn't look like you're going anywhere. It looks like you're parked here, Lard Belly.
Well, I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going on a diet.
What did you eat so far today?
1 mega deal pizza.
3 Egg Muffins, 2 Whoppers, 3 Big Macs, regular fries.
With a pint of Cherry Garcia for backup.
How much you weigh now?
360 pounds.
360 pounds?
Naked.
Ooh.
Someday I'm going to weigh what you do, Faybeck. You'll see.
All I'm going to see is your obituary in the paper.
Wow, I'm never going to lose all this weight.
What's wrong, Big Rick? You look sad.
I don't know how to lose this weight. And I've got no energy.
Dude, no enzymes? It sounds like you've been eating a dead, acidic diet, Big Rick. It's hard to lose weight when you're acidic.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
If you're eating acid in any form, and we all have our favorite acid, it may be coffee, it may be tea, it may be alcohol, it may be chocolate. These are all acidic foods that make us fat, because if acid is not properly eliminated from the body through the 4 channels of elimination, urination, perspiration, respiration, or defecation, then it gets thrown out into the tissues, and particularly in the fatty tissues. You know, losing weight is not about calories. You could be on a 5,000 or 6,000 calorie diet and still lose weight. It's not how much you eat, it's what you're eating. If someone is eating a 2,000 calories, taking in 2,000 calories of acidic foods, they'll actually gain weight. In fact, they'll gain weight on a 500 calorie acidic diet. In other words, it's not about the calories. It's about whether the food is acidic forming or alkaline forming.
Stick out your tongue. You're way too acidic.
How important it is to maintain the saliva, the urine, and the blood pH is critical. It's probably the most important test that anyone can do, and the beauty of this is you don't need to go to a doctor to do it. You can do it yourself. You can actually become your own doctor and manage your own health with this simple test. And if you'll remember this rule, if you maintain the saliva and the urine pH, ideally at 7.2 or above, you'll never get sick. You'll never get sick. We take better care of our aquariums. We take better care of managing the pH of our swimming pools. We take better care of managing the pH of our spas than we do our own internal fluids. Managing that through an alkaline diet and lifestyle, and then adjusting that upward when we need to, is the healthiest advice that I could give to anyone on this planet, and it's inexpensive. You see, it's easy.
You're never gonna lose weight with acidic fast foods. Alkalize, Big Rick, alkalize.
Acidic foods take electrons or steals energy from our bodies.
An acidic condition tends to slow down any metabolic process.
Anything that's alkaline is going to be electron rich. Anything that's acidic is going to be proton rich. Our body is electrical, and it doesn't run on calories. It runs on electrons. And when we're looking to power up our body, kind of like we power up our car, we want to put the best fuel in there. And the best kind of fuel we can are with the electron-rich foods, the alkaline foods. Well, what happens to human health when we stay in the acidic zone is we get sick and tired and fat. And if we don't get fat, we die. The human organism is alkaline by design, but acidic by function. So breathing's acidic, thinking is acidic, eating is acidic, metabolism is acidic. You know, the breakdowns of foods are acidic. Everything's acidic. The body has to protect itself, because really what our body's looking for is energy. Health is all about energy.
And the significance, or why it's important to rid the body of all these different acids, is as these are clearly detoxification pathways.
The person who is eating more calories and eating an alkaline diet will actually lose more weight than someone who's eating less calories on an acidic diet.
And remember, alkalize. Bye.
Thanks, Jaron.
After all that advice, I decided to get some exercise.
Ow!
That didn't work.
I'm gonna catch you, Fayback.
Fat chance, fat boy.
Plan B.
Hey, Rick.
Hi, Sarah.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, we could go hiking. I'm trying to lose some weight.
Wow, that would be a lot of hiking.
It only took a little convincing.
Hello?
This is neighbor Rick. Can we go hiking? Can we go hiking? Can we go hiking? Can we go hiking? Can we go hiking?
Sure. That sounds good.
Thanks, Sarah.
Let's go, Big Rick.
You'll be waiting while I'm waddling.
All right, come on. You can do it. Let's go.
How far do you think we've hiked by now?
Oh, only about 300 yards or so.
In an hour? Is that all? I'm beat. Can we take 5?
Sure.
At a quarter mile a day, 100 calories per mile, it's going to take me 144 days to lose a pound of fat. That's 71 years to get to my target weight.
That's okay. It's only your first day today.
I ate my way into this problem. I think I got to eat my way out of it.
Well, that may be so. You ready to start back?
Well, my back's killing me.
When you squeeze your disc, which is 85% water, with extra weight, it's going to dehydrate. It's the body's defensive mechanism. If there's stress in a joint, the body's going to do one of several things. It's going to give you pain so that you don't move as much, so you don't hurt it more. It'll create muscle spasm to restrict your motion and protect the area. And it'll also lay down calcium, so eventually it wants to fuse it.
You know, Rick, the saddest thing is that our friends and our family members are going through this terrible epidemic of osteoporosis. And they're told it's genetic and they can't do anything about it, like with all the other diseases, heart disease and cancer and diabetes, that it's all genetic. And that's hogwash, in my opinion.
Osteoporosis is usually caused by a high acidic diet because we need to be more alkaline. With this high acidic diet, leaches calcium from the bones.
I am not going to carry you home.
Could you get the bus and drive me home?
I guess so. I could do that.
Thanks for being so kind. Well, Sarah, what have you been doing this week?
Not too much this week, but I did buy about 10 yards of fabric. Hey, I could make you maybe a pair of shorts or something.
Ha ha, very funny.
How about you? What have you been doing?
Well, I've been reading up on a new source of enzyme-rich energy foods. Have you ever had any?
I don't know. Tell me more about it.
Well, they regulate a lot of metabolic processes. That's why I think I'm so lethargic. I've been eating all that dead fast food.
The issue of enzyme deficiency and lethargy, tiredness, chronic fatigue, and obesity are all related. And they're not diseases separately, they're actually symptoms of an enzyme deficient body which has two problems arise. One is toxicity, the other is malnutrition.
When one is eating food that is cooked, and it's generally carbohydrates that we eat, it puts an abundant amount of sugar into the bloodstream. What that does is throws the pancreas off, the brain off, and the organs off of the body. So one has a sense of confusion and lethargia that occurs.
If an adult is extremely low on their body's ability to make their own enzymes for digestion, they are not going to have mental, emotional, or physical energy. They aren't going to function well anywhere. Not at home, not at work, if they even can work.
We've got to stop the fatal process. The first thing we need to do is have enzyme-rich diets.
When a person has overabundance, maybe even if that's possible, of enzymes from their food, then they have overabundance of energy and brightness of their mind, and they sleep better.
Enzymes are used in many different ways that would prevent lethargy in anyone, and especially in someone who is obese.
Wow. Well, so what kind of enzymes are you eating today?
My buddy Bobby Readjuster gave me these raw Brazil nuts soaked in nutritional spices. The more I eat, the more energy I get. I want to eat more.
Wow, that's great. Can I have some?
Yeah.
Well, we basically would not exist without enzymes.
Enzymes are the only thing that is alive in the human body, the only thing that has a capacity to die, the only thing that has ability to do work.
The average American family isn't getting enough enzymes in their diet even for minimal health.
They allow chemical reactions to occur that would never, ever occur.
Without that, we can't breathe, we can't think, we can't digest, we can't experience anything.
Processed foods have no enzymes in them. And live food has to be raw, and it should be organic to get the benefit of all the enzymes that are available in them.
Well, what happens when adults don't get sufficient amounts of enzymes in their food is they're basically eating dead food. We're starving in a land of plenty.
So that when we eat cooked food, it may be softer and we may like the taste of it, but it is going to rot in our body, and it's going to produce putrefaction, fermentation, and rancidity, which I like to call severely harmful intestinal toxicity.
If we supplement with sufficient amount of enzymes, then we're basically increasing function.
No, we're the only species on the planet that has been, I guess, I'm ashamed that we're humans in some ways, facetiously saying, we're the only ones that have figured out how to cook our food and to take the enzymes that are necessary for the digestion of food to be able to create degenerative diseases.
Every creature on this earth except humans and domestic animals eat a 100% raw food diet.
There's two paradigms. One is dead food that rots and poisons the body, causes inflammation, degeneration, and death. The other is that we have live food, enzyme-sufficient food, being competently digested with the presence of all the minerals and trace minerals and vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, and everything to produce energy.
One can never have complete health if they consume, in great part, a cooked food diet.
Humans can get more nutritional content from their food if it has its host of enzymes intact in the natural form.
Enzymes can help clean out clogged arteries. I neglected mine for a long time. How can they get clogged up? By eating fast food. Soft plaque can build up after years and years of junk. Hey, that was me. Dr. Holsworth introduced me to nattokinase, a safe and gentle natural enzyme that helps thin the blood, dissolves clots, and acts like Roto-Rooter to clean up arteries. Nattokinase has a history that goes back over 1,000 years. Made famous by the great samurai warrior Minamoto Yoshi. Wow, a gentle enzyme that can help clean out my arteries. Who would have thought? Nattokinase, another simple tool I'm using on my path to optimal health.
You must use food as an example that you have self-respect. Probably the best reason to eat a good diet, more than even the biochemistry I just gave you, is to prove to yourself you think you're worthwhile enough to do that. I respect my life so much I will eat the maximally nutritious, healthiest food that I can possibly find on this planet. I respect my life so much I will eat the maximally nutritious, healthiest food that I can possibly find on this planet. I respect my life so much I will eat the maximally nutritious, healthiest food that I can possibly find on this planet. Organic, raw food that's vegan in orientation. That is a mandate. That is something that's a mantra beyond all other mantras, prayers beyond other prayers, that literally validate that you care for yourself.
Sarah, did you know that all foods we eat either leave an acid ash residue or an alkaline ash residue when we digest them?
What does that mean anyway?
Foods that you eat, once they are metabolized, turn into either acid ash or alkaline ash.
Standard American diet, as it relates to its alkalinity and acidity, is probably just reversed from what we're talking about. It's probably 80% acid and 20% alkaline, rather than 80% alkaline and 20% acidic.
Wow. So what would be an alkaline diet?
Those big leafy green vegetables, some seeds and nuts, soybeans, the low sugar fruits, all that fast food is highly acidic. No wonder I couldn't lose any weight.
Well, how much have you lost so far now?
Hey, I'm down to 355, but I know what you're saying. I don't look a pound over 350. Let's take a look at the acidity of some popular meals. Coffee, acidic. Eggs, acidic. Sausage, hash browns, toast, bacon, OJ, cereal, even milk. All acidic, acidic, acidic. And that's just breakfast.
Every chronic disease that I can think of thrives in an acidic environment.
I know people that never eat vegetables. Their diet is 100% acidic. No wonder we're fat and sick. Old folks, middle-aged people, even kids.
What do you think Maya is being exposed to at school?
Oh, I know. If she gets a soda in her or a sugary meal, she's bouncing off the walls for days.
They do tend to have some fairly high glycemic index foods in the school lunch system. And if you watch the kids, you can see that within an hour or 2 hours after lunch, that's when their mental performance tends to drop down. The kids get very irritable. That's when they start to badger each other. That's when they start to fight. They can't sit down in their seats. They're having trouble focusing.
I believe that the schools that have these machines, that buy them because those companies support the schools with money, are committing child abuse.
Kids don't have a chance the way they view the television and the amount of ads they actually see for sugar foods. There's no way they're going to be able to pick up the fruits and vegetables unless their mothers or their dads have kept them from eating the candies and the sugars over the period of time. And introduce that way. That's the only way it would happen. Otherwise, they're just going to go and buy candy, sugar. What makes them feel good?
A recent study found that kids 8 to 17 are bombarded with over 6,000 ads per year for candy and fast food, none for fruits and vegetables. That's over 6,000 to 0. How many ads was that again for fruits and vegetables? 0.
All I know is that they know how to target to these kids with their products. They know how to sell these products to these kids. And the kids will buy the products because it's cool, you know, and their friends are buying it.
The ads hooked me too. I used to eat fast food 10 times a week.
So Rick, since it's hard to find this food in restaurants, do you mean to tell me